Hello, welcome. Good to see you. We are back on our channel, One Life, Many Seasons. Hopefully you're smiling. If you're not, I'm hoping by the end of the video, this reaction video, you are smiling. That's the goal. Something positive for everyone. Well, today we're going to be reacting to this video, 8 Habits of a Healthy Relationship. I'm sure you're looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it too. Well, let's just get right into it.
Have you ever wondered about the best way to maintain a good relationship? What keeps a relationship active and healthy? While it's important to have good chemistry with someone, it's also important to put in work and effort into your relationship. It can get difficult at times, so it's important you and your partner have good habits in your relationship for it to grow and flourish.
Chemistry. Chemistry. So important. But again, we could go deeper into it, what it really means. It means so many different things to different people. But it's so important to have that chemistry, that we align, you know, we enjoy certain things together, physically and all wise. But chemistry is so important. So important. Let's get back into it.
Before we begin, we'd like to mention that while this video covers some features of healthy relationships, it's normal that not everyone fulfills all these points. It is
Mm.
also possible that there may be some methods out there that this video did not mention. With that said, Psych2Go shares with you 8 healthy habits of a relationship. Number 1. You show your affection. Are you able to be vulnerable with your partner? Closeness and trust often go hand in hand. Hand holding, hugging, cuddling, and kissing are all engagements of physical contact that may help reassure each other of your love for each other. It's a silent and implicit way to let your partner know you're there for them and that you love them. Number 2. You're able to communicate with each other. Are you comfortable communicating with your partner? Holding judgment and keeping an open mind is important for you to engage in an honest conversation with them. Instead of letting your unresolved feelings fester up inside, it's important to cultivate a safe space where both of you are unafraid to speak up about problems in your relationship. Number 3.
That is so true. And I really want to tie number two and one together because having that open space, being able to communicate, having that safe haven is such an important aspect of relationships. Um, and I think you really better enjoy your relationship when you sort of like carefree. When I mean carefree, where you can be yourself. You can tell them anything, you can run anything by them. You don't feel like you have to walk on eggshells. So a really important relationship. And I think, being best of friends really helps. That's my take on that aspect. The better you can be friends, the better you can be free with each other, the better you can be carefree, the less you have to worry about all the other frivolous stuff, the superficials. And you can be yourself because again, you're talking long term as opposed to just a short term. Let's get back into it. Let's go on to the third point.
You emotionally bond with them. Are you able to laugh together or talk about your feelings with each other? Any
Mm.
strong relationship needs a solid foundation of emotional bonding. Whether it's by laughing and being silly together or having deep discussions about life, being able to be emotionally intimate with your partner is really important and a good sign of a healthy relationship. Number 4.
Can you laugh together? Oh, I love to laugh. I hope you do as well. And laughing is a stress reliever. It helps out in so many ways, even from every perspective. Laughing just helps to reduce stress. You let your guard down. You can be yourself, um, and just being able to be free with one another. They always say a couple that laughs together most probably will last together and longer. Laughing is key.
You make up after arguments. Are you stubborn at times and refuse to make up after a fight? Or do you own up to your mistakes and go the extra mile to make things okay? It's important to learn how to make amends with your partner after an argument. Fighting is what produces distance and often leads to breakups. So, a strong relationship involves not holding grudges and a willingness to admit when you're wrong. Number 5.
That is so true. Saying I'm sorry. I remember an older man who used to tell me in the past, saying you're sorry, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So just being able to take accountability for yourself, um, and not really so much worried about the other person before yourself. What was your contribution to this argument or to this fight? Take responsibility for that and just say you're sorry, especially if you were the originator of the fight. Um, in some instances, it may not even be you, but I think it's important just to create that atmosphere in your relationship where it's okay to say you're sorry. It's okay. It's free. It won't cost you anything. It doesn't make you lesser of who you are. If anything, it actually adds to your value. So just being able to say you're sorry and forgiveness, as they say, like in marriages, forgiveness, it's a daily thing. We always hurt one another. Heck, I hurt myself. I have to forgive myself. So to learn to forgive my wife, forgive other people around me, depending on the nature of the relationship, because it could be a marriage relationship, a business relationship, or a friend relationship. Just being able to take accountability and say you're sorry. I think it goes a long way. Let's keep watching.
You appreciate each other. Do you tell your partner how special they are and how much they mean to you? Having mutual respect and appreciation is one of the keys to maintaining a healthy relationship. It can be easy to take someone for granted and forget to show them how much you care. So, it's important to be thankful and appreciate all the things you do for each other to maintain a healthy relationship. Number 6.
That is really so true. Showing appreciation. And I think the more you do it, the better you get at doing it. It never comes easy initially. We all have to. It never really came easy for me, but just in the little things. Um, my wife picks up something for me, say thank you. Doesn't matter if she does it all the time. She makes me tea, she makes me coffee, she cooks, she does whatever she does. Say thank you for doing that. I think it goes a long way because I think we all want to be seen, and showing appreciation, I believe, is one of the best ways of letting the other person know that they are seen. You can see them. You appreciate what they do. You value what they do, um, and it's unnoticed that you can actually see them. And I think it makes them feel better as well. It does, actually. I know it makes me feel better when I'm appreciated. So I think it's another one of the very valuable habits of a healthy relationship. And you'd be surprised. Just appreciating someone, how much of a stress reliever, how much of animosity and sentiments and grudges that would destroy and kill without them doing anything. You'll be amazed. Skip watch.
You see a future together. Do you actually see a future with your partner? Knowing that you'll always be together through thick and thin and maintaining that kind of faith is a big deal. Life throws curveballs often when you least expect them, so being able to count on your partner to be there by your side every step of the way is important for a strong relationship. Number 7.
I totally agree. The more you can see yourself with someone together forever, long term, the more confidence it provides, um, to the relationship. A lot of times I feel like I've seen where people don't give their all because they're just not sure if this is what they want to do. They're not sure if this is the person they want to be with. So I think it's quite important to establish that from the onset before you get right into it. And in my opinion, that's probably one of the reasons for so many, broken relationships because people get together. they're not sure if that's what they want, um, and that breaches on the trust factor, right? What you don't see yourself with for long term, you probably wouldn't trust. You probably wouldn't invest your time, your life in it. So I think it's very important that that's established. That before we establish a relationship status and deem it a relationship, we want to be sure this is what we really want to do, and just make it known to one another. Be open, talk about it. Is this what you want to do? Is this what I want to do? I think that's a good way to begin, especially in a relationship you really want to establish and put a status on it. If I may use that word, if you want to put a status on it, be open to one another and let each other know. Let's keep watching.
You balance housework. Do you do all the chores in the house? Whether it's about doing chores or running errands, balance is key in a relationship. Maybe you're more experienced in cooking than your partner, so maybe they could wash the dishes or vacuum the floor instead. If housework or tasks that should be done by the both of you are always being completed by only you or your partner, feelings of resentment may arise and cause problems in your relationship. Number 8.
So true. Um, I think that's also where communication comes in, right? You're able to talk about these things because most times when people get together, let's say in a married setting, um, most times it's not really defined what everyone is doing, what everyone is good at. You got to keep doing it every day, right? And you kind of learning one another, um, your strengths and maybe your weaknesses. Not such a weakness, but what the other person is better at. So I think it's so important to be open, talk about it. Um, I know in my household we don't particularly have um, certain things I would do and certain things my wife would do, and just it's just become part of our routine now, knowing that okay, she's better at doing this, I'm better at doing this, and then no grudges. So everyone's got something they doing to contribute to the development of the relationship. If it's a business relationship, same thing. Friendship relationship, same thing. Social organization relationship, same thing. Whatever the nature of the relationship, it's always better to have um, defined roles where people who can do certain things better are taking on those roles and the other people are taking on the other roles, so everyone has a part to play, so no one feels overwhelmed in doing anything. And it's all contributing to the development of the relationship at the end of the day. And everyone benefits in a win win situation. Let's keep watching.
You give each other personal space. Do you have time and space for yourself that is away from your partner? While closeness and intimacy are important in a relationship, it's also crucial to have boundaries. Despite having a close connection, you and your partner also need personal space as well. Too much time together may lead to feelings of frustration or resentment. Therefore, a healthy relationship requires a balance between the time you spend yourself and with your partner. Are you in a
That is an important point. We all need our personal time together to kind of reflect, um, think, and make adjustments where necessary. It's always good. So I advocate for that. Um, but then the goal is to come back together at the end of the day. So I'm definitely for that, where you can, you know, if it's by virtue of when you go to your job, they go to their job, or they doing what they doing personally, or just taking a little bit of time to think. Um, you know, However much time is needed to do that, you can all agree on that. Um, and then, you reconvene back and continue the grind, the relationship grind. So I'm an advocate for that. So, well, I hope you enjoy this 8 different habits of a healthy relationship. I enjoyed it. I'll be watching it again. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I made you smile after watching this. Well, it was good being with you again. So, as we always do this, you remember we have one life with many seasons. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.